I love my Riverford veg box. I really, really love my Riverford veg box. And that's why I wanted to dedicate an entire blog post to my good friends at Riverford. See, my veg box has taught me quite a lot of stuff. And the other day I realised that a lot of what I learned from having my Riverford veg box actually is applicable to being a great civic dignitary. So I thought I'd tell you how to become the Mayor of Riverford. Yeah. Right, so the first thing that I learned from my veg box is that it's seasonal. And I really like that because, you know, you get seasonal crops. There's all sorts of great environmental reasons why you should do that. But it's quite interesting because you see the changes of the season reflected in your veg box. And actually, when you're a civic dignitary, you see the changes in the season reflected in the events that you go to. So obviously, in the summer, you open a lot more summer fetes. And in the winter, you have Christmas. And there's all kinds of shades in between. That's the great thing about being a dignitary, is that it does constantly change. There are always different things going on. So that's a really fantastic thing about being a mayor and about having a veg box. You get to see the seasons change. The other thing that I really have enjoyed about my veg box is it's broadened my horizons as a cook. It's improved my cooking no end. And that's the great thing about being a mayor too. It'll teach you to cook. Well, no, not quite, because you won't really have the time to do that much cooking, but it will teach you a lot of things. So it's a great experience in terms of personal development being a mayor. You are constantly being interviewed by the media, you're making speeches, you're dealing with people on a day-to-day basis, you have new leadership challenges, you have organisational challenges. So it will teach you a massive amount of things. It will improve your skills. Admittedly not your cooking, but it will improve your skills. And that's great from a personal development point of view. So the other thing that I've got out of my veg box is that I've learned a heck of a lot more about vegetables. I did not know what a kohlrabi was until I started getting them in my veg box. And being mayor, you'll learn a lot about not vegetables as such, but you do learn a lot about the area that you live in. You learn a lot about your community. You're invited to a lot of stuff that you just didn't know happened before. So you become very knowledgeable about what's going on in your community. You get to meet a lot of people, and really you find out a great deal. So from a personal point of view, it's great. It's a great all-round education about what goes on in your community. So it's there's an argument for why every councillor should do it. But there we go. So you learn a lot about your community. But I think the best thing about my Riverford veg box and the best thing about being mayor is you never know what you're going to get. Actually, you can look on the internet and the Riverford's website will tell you what you're going to get in the box, but I never do. I like the surprise. It turns up on a Wednesday morning and I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. It's packed full of great vegetables for me to play with. It's exciting. I never quite know what I'm going to get. And exactly the same thing with being mayor. Sometimes great things will happen during your time in office. Sometimes sad things will happen during your time in office. You don't know. You can plan, and I recommend you plan as much as you can, but things will happen and you don't know where it'll take you, where you'll end up, what you'll see. And that really is part of the excitement, part of the magic of being the mayor of Riverford, is you never quite know what you're going to get. So I'm going to go off and make some amazing organic vegetable soup for my dinner. I suggest that if you really do want to become Mayor of Riverford, think about those things. Think about the seasonal nature of the job that you're undertaking. Think about how you can improve your cookery. Think about what you can learn about vegetables. And finally, just enjoy the fact that you're going to get some amazing surprises. My name's Duncan Bass Brown. I'm the Civic Coach. Thank you very much.